Welcome back to West Texas View.
Welcome back to the West Texas View. I'm Johnny Lou Avery, and Jenna Davis is a home health care provider. After 45 years in other areas of the healthcare industry. And I want us to spend this last segment of time talking about the individual patients, because you told me at another time that the thing you like most about this, in comparison to the very wonderful career you had as an x-ray technician, is the real close bonding on a one-to-one basis. You maybe made pictures of the bones and sent them on the way, maybe saved their lives because you discovered a tumor where they just came in with they thought was a sprained bone. But this gives you a special satisfaction. Talk about that.
Well, if you've ever walked in the front door of a house and just been kind of wrapped in the feeling of love, you can imagine walking in to this particular home that I'm thinking about, where the patient is in advanced Alzheimer's. He is being cared for by his former boss and his wife, who are also healthcare providers. So that's why they need us. We go from 8 to 5 every day, and the wife, goes on to another home to care for a lady that she's helped for almost 20 years. And the sweet little husband, who is in his 70s, gets in his truck and drives 15 miles over to their hometown and has
a business,
kind of a brunch, and plays dominoes and plays cards with his friends who have now gone into a retirement home. Yes.
So he kind of caretakes with his farmer friends.
And we give them a break from their
24/7
live-in who has Alzheimer's that they care for. But they love that person so much that they're caring for him, like you said.
And so that is something that gives you such an uplift, and gives you so much feedback. But one of the things that people maybe don't know is that as home health care might be providing caretakers for little children, young teenagers, every age, because it's just people who can't take care of themselves or need companionship, and that's usually what happens in the older people.
Well, the other day I went to this fellow's home to meet him for the first time, and he wasn't there. And so I called the office, and they said, wait. And in a few minutes, here came this van, and he was driving, and I thought he was in a wheelchair. And all of his children piled out, and they loaded him into a wheelchair, and he was driving. They'd been to a soccer match. And into the house we went, and he let me know, what needs he had that I could help him with. So they're all ages. He was in his late 30s, early 40s. And honestly, we have had every age bracket. They all have interesting stories.
And one of the things, though, that you seem to convey to me is that one of the reasons you wanted to get into this job and as a real departure from what you were doing is to kind of teach you how to grow old with dignity and grace.
Exactly. That if you have a common goal, that helps a lot. And mine is a little selfish, and that is I would like to learn to glean from this experience how to grow old gracefully. And I'm getting a lot of information.
A lot of training. But the interesting thing also is that they are teaching you new ways to love other people and to accept love from you. Because I happen to know that you have inherited a lot of this loving care from your parents. And so you have generously given to the patients that you have served, because you're having as much fun as they are.
I am. It is fun.
And you may be cooking for them, or you may be grocery shopping for them, or you say, some people would think this is beneath my dignity and my training and my education. but you're just having a ball.
I am, and all of these people are from different walks of life. Some are affluent, some are not, but they all have something to teach.
Uh-huh.
And they all need an audience. And I'm a good listener.
Uh-huh. And that's probably what they need more than anything,
Yes.
is for somebody to listen to them and hear the stories of when they were young and what they did. And
Yes.
all. And you mentioned that one of the houses you went into, there were pictures all over the house of him when he was younger and all of the fun things. Well, what would you recommend, or what would you advise to anybody in our audience that might be interested in going into the home health care profession?
I would say don't let anything hold you back. Go and offer yourself, because we need people to read to our I hate to say patients, because they're not all patients. I say clients.
I'm
We
the one
need.
that said patient, so
Oh, I didn't even realize that. But I think it's important to just be with them and find out what they need, because sometimes they even find out their needs are different from what they asked for originally.
And one of the things, though, that you have mentioned before is that if you were applying, if someone said, I'd like to do that, and I want to go and apply, you really ought to investigate 2 or 3 different companies.
Yes.
And go and visit with them, and reject the ones that you don't feel like has what you want to offer.
Yes.
Because some just cater to Medicare and insurance patients. Some just cater to private pay, and some take everything. And some don't want to match you as carefully as others. And so you just want to make sure that you've got
A
that
good fit.
covered. And so in the last 30 seconds, do you have anything you want to say else, other than that you just had a wonderful last year? Because you've only
have.
been doing this for a year.
Yes. I would again say go for it. Try it out. It's a wonderful fit. It's a win-win situation on all sides.
I hope you have enjoyed this as much as I have. It's been so much fun having Jenna with us today, and we'll see you next Sunday with another program. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for joining us for News West 9's West Texas View with Johnny Lou Avery. This has been a public affairs presentation of KWAB TV and KWES TV.